Guten Morgen, Fräulein Kershaw. Wie heißt du?
Wie heißt mich? I don't know German.
I think I asked you where you lived, and you
Oh.
said, I live... Me?
Une bibliothèque. No, that's French.
You live in a library.
That's French.
Great.
High school German really paid off for me here. For this one video.
We are checking out Wolfenstein, of course, hence our amazing German performance. Fighting Nazis.
I haven't seen a single Nazi, I've seen a dog.
They're Nazi dogs, they're fucked up, they want white supremacy. If you don't have blonde hair, then they, try to maul you with their metal
Gather
teeth.
all the
They're fucked
Dobermans and put them in the kennels, yeah.
Yeah.
Messed up.
All the yellow labs were extinct within the first few weeks of the regime. Oh, fuck.
Was that like a super soldier then before?
Oh yeah, on the bridge. This is quite early on in the game. This is Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. It's a £15 standalone piece of DLC, I guess. It's a prequel to the New Order, which came out last year. And it's fucking really good. And it's basically split up in two halves. The first half is called Rudi Jäger and the Den of Wolves. And that's what we're playing now. And I can't remember what the second part is called, but it's something about the mysteries of Fraulein Helga or something. It's
Is that the half with the zombies?
yeah, basically. Basically, yeah. That's maybe the weaker half, but it's kind of dumb in a really exciting way, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas this first half is quite more combat focused fucking thing here. So that's the thing about them. They are oftentimes stuck on a wire to the ceiling so they can get power for their suits.
Yeah.
So you get into these really quite, not overly complex, because your tools are quite simple, but certainly involved stealth sequences where you're like sneaking around, trying to turn off these power units in different areas, and then you stay off for so long.
Yeah.
They're just weaken those guys to get up near them. It's pretty cool. We'll demonstrate it here.
The only Wolfenstein game I've played is, what was it? It was the Wolfenstein game for PC many, many years ago.
I don't know. I never.
It had the Super Soldier in it.
I played a lot of Return to Castle Wolfenstein. That was PS2 era. Maybe that's the one you're thinking of.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I know the earlier ones were like that horrible fucking 2D Doom style shooter, weren't they?
I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the actual 3D one. I think it was Return to Castle Wolfenstein, but I just played it on PC because PC Master Race.
Absolutely.
My little 8-year-old self was totally into frames per second and resolution.
Just like you are now, running off your amazing fucking Toshiba ThinkPad or whatever the fuck. You clearly know how to get the best performance out of the PC.
Yeah.
We're playing on the PS4 here. And it looks just like, the New Order. It looks nice enough, but it's not going to blow you away.
Yeah.
So this is something that I really liked. I didn't really like the New Order. I thought there was lots of difficulty spikes. I didn't really like the shooting. I think the shooting is pretty much the same here, but there's no difficulty spikes, so I've enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah.
But this is really cool. Like, there's such a real sense of sort of Nazi oppression that's fucked up the world. And you just have like small interactions. There's not many in this because it's only about 5 to 6 hours long. But just moments like this that are like completely fucked up.
You're still BJ.
Yeah. Only you're shirtless for no apparent reason throughout this entire thing.
Of course.
It's just more badass that way, I guess. Yeah, creepy dude. So we're in the Den of Wolves now, which is basically at the start of the New Order. You are assaulting Death's Head compound on the beach. You've probably seen the tech demos. I know you haven't played the game, but it looked really. The opening is quite strong in that game. And basically, where this ends up is you starting to sort of embark the ships for that mission. So it ties in really well. I think you would really like this. It would probably appeal to what you like in gameplay.
Probably. I like the whole idea of an alternate Nazi timeline. Like, you ever seen the film Iron Skies?
No. Never even heard of it, for that matter.
It's an entire film based on the idea that the Nazis landed on the moon during World War II.
Yeah.
And then they developed like the secret research and development, and then they invade Earth, like, 50, 60 years later, because they didn't know World War II had ended. And they come down in UFOs and start blowing up the Earth. It's fucking awesome.
That's
so
not
dumb.
actually that far from the New Order, because you totally visit the moon in that game.
Yeah.
Which is... I loved that sequence because I thought it was awesome.
Did,
but it was also
sorry.
the worst playing part of the game.
Did he just stab you multiple times and you would just shrugged it off?
Yeah, that happens a lot in these games. So that blonde dude is Rudy Jaeger. He's one of the two sort of big named enemies in this game. They're pretty good, the named enemies. They're not as good as like Death's Head. And I can't remember the name of the creepy woman. The creepy woman with a sex slave dude from the original game, but wasn't sex slave, but he was a creepy dude. They do the fucked up part really well.
Yeah.
You would super enjoy these games. I think you'd enjoy the gameplay because it's a lot more complex than a Call of Duty or something.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like thought. Except you have to fucking pick everything up. Every piece of health, every piece of armor. You have to hit square to pick up. It's fucking annoying.
I can see that why that'd be annoying, yeah.
But it might just be because I'm used to like, regenerating health. I've become sloppy over the years.
You damn millennial.
Yeah, pretty much. Those dogs are fucked up.
Where is it? Oh, it's no. Okay. I was trying to wonder where it had gone.
So they kind of give you the option quite early on. They sort of force you into stealth. There's basically no way of surviving otherwise. But they do. Most of the game is like you can choose how to traverse each area. There's like different paths. It's a bit like Deus Ex Human Revolution, I guess.
Yeah.
There's like a few different paths you can take, and there's really only stealth or violence. But there's officers, and the officers, if you don't kill them and they detect you, they'll call in reinforcements constantly. So, even if you're going stealth, you might still want to take out the officers.
Yeah.
Just in case if you get caught, then you're basically fucked. So that's the big gimmick for this DLC is, well, this whole game, I guess, is the pipe. You totally just pull that pipe off a wall at the beginning, and then your weapon, your gadget to get through pretty much every area is this fucking pipe you can pull in half. You can like scale walls, hold open doors, stab people in the neck, cave into skulls.
I like that every time you come to a locked door, you like prop it up with your pipe.
Yeah.
And then you have to do like a James Bond run and slide and then grab the pipe.
It's fucking dumb. There's no need for it, but it's totally awesome that it's there, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a bit like this game. It's like, I guess not, it's pretty needless, but it's a lot of fun. So why the fuck not? There is a sequence near the end, and you're sort of like scaling this thing. And you could just easily go up these ladders with your hands, but instead he's just totally pulling himself up with this fucking crowbar. It's the dumbest thing. So here's what I mean, like, I got spotted by a dude up behind. When, if I had not done that, then I could have just totally stealthed this entire area.
Yeah.
Now you've got that broadcasting alarm with the Nazi on the radio. And it just makes these encounters just completely fucked up. Because they just pour out of walls and stuff. It's pretty good. And of course, this is a game where you can carry as many guns as you like.
Oh yeah, I love those games. They're great.
I tend not to. I prefer to go on the side of realism, but in this game, it's like they'll throw all sorts of enemies at you, and they're all pretty difficult. So I'll absolutely take it. Like, there's that vent area there. Like, the obvious thing would have been to find a way in there and sneak up.
Yeah.
But if you don't see it and you get caught, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. You're running through with two guns out, blasting fucking Nazis.
So say a lot of the problems I have with some stealth games like this is there's only one defined way of how to go around everything. It's not like there are multiple different choices, and I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does feel limiting when it's like, oh, I've got to go through this pipe and then sneak past this guy if I want to do stealth.
Yeah, some encounters are better than others, I will admit. Like, that one was pretty limited. But yeah, that's a look at Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. Really fucking awesome.
Auf Wiedersehen.